everyone, and welcome back to our kitchen. And what we're going to do tonight is we're actually going to take you through an entire presentation of what you would do and how you would simulate cooking food in our cookware. And I'm going to use Mrs. Jones here, who happens to own this kitchen, and it actually is my wife, Jill. So instead of calling her Mrs. Jones, which I feel very awkward, I'm just going to call her Jill because I built some good rapport with her. She already knows I'm coming over. I'm going to be showing her cookware, and she's very excited to see our cookware. So I have already told her on the phone when I come over, I'm going to be doing a chicken dinner, and I'm going to be cooking in 18 minutes. I'm going to be cooking chicken breasts, carrots, and a baked apple, a 3-course dinner in our 1.5 saucepan. And it's going to take 18 minutes. This is the one that you have in your sample kit. So you can definitely assimilate exactly what I'm doing tonight with your customer. And I'm going to take you all the way through that. And while I'm cooking it, I'm going to be explaining the features and benefits, the disadvantages of other cookware sets, so that it gives you a full idea of how you really are going to sell it. And then I'm going to have her taste it at the end, get her impressions of how she likes it. I'm going to ask her a few questions about what she likes the best about the cookware. Whether it tastes, how it cooked, how fast it cooked, the ease of cleaning it, all those things, the nutrition that's going to save her. Those are going to be closing questions I'm going to ask her. And I'll focus in on the one that she says, the one that is the most important to her, and that's how I'm going to close her. I'm also going to be using comparisons of other cookware sets that are our competitors to help build value in the price of our set. And basically, I think Mrs. Jones is going to actually buy a set of cookware tonight from me. Okay? So, here we go. So, hi, Jill.
Well, hi.
How you doing? Tell you what, we're going to do some cooking here, okay, and have a little fun doing that. So, what we got is some chicken breasts right here. And we're also going to be doing some carrots, and we're going to do a baked apple all in the same pan. It's really cool. It's going to take 18 minutes. And I got a special method, and I'll even give you the recipe if you want to, so you can actually do this for your family too. But I use this because I want to use all 3 ingredients that typically you wouldn't cook in one pan. You usually have 3 pans going to do it, or an oven going. Nice thing about our cookware is you can cook everything in one pan, 18 minutes. It's going to be absolutely amazing. The chicken is going to be just juicy as can be.
On top of the stove?
Right on top of the stove. Not even going to use the stove. So it's, especially in hot summers that we have down here in Texas, and you know, it makes it nice when you can cook it on your stove and not have to turn your oven on. So, here's what I'm going to have you do first. I'm going to have you help me do some cutting of these carrots, okay? And by the way, you got a nice set of cut out here, okay? I noticed. And here's a peeler. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and peel a couple carrots. And when you do the carrots, what you're going to notice with the peeler, how cool it is. You can go either direction with it.
This way, too.
Yeah, it's like
back and forth.
Like hardly even have to touch it, right? Peeler is one of our more popular gadgets that we have. Excellent. Now let's do one more. We got one more there.
Gotta get the end.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right there. I think there's one right there.
There it is.
So Jill, have you lived here long?
Oh, 2 years.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
It's been 2
You like
years.
it here?
Love it.
Okay, great. Great.
Except for the hot summer.
Yeah, I know. We get some pretty hot summers down here, don't we?
That was quick.
All right, great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chop these up in coins. And the nice thing about this is that you can use all kinds of different chopping knives. Which one do you prefer out of your set to do your chopping with?
I like either the Petite Chef or the Petite Santoku.
Okay, all right. Well, matter of fact, the Petite Santoku is right here. So I think this is one of your favorites, right?
I do like that.
So, and you know how to cut with it?
Well,
do you?
You want me to do several at once?
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having
Or you can even do this. You can do it this way.
Oh, wow. You are experienced.
Yeah.
You are like
rock
Rachel Ray.
Well, I'm not as good as she is.
Look at you. Jill, you could probably be on TV. On a cooking
That's
show.
okay.
You're
I'll
that
just
good.
stay in my kitchen.
Just stay in your kitchen. You don't want to have fame and fortune?
That's okay. You can be the famous one and nothing like. A little harder there.
It's too bad that your husband couldn't be here to see this tonight. But I'm sure he would. If your husband was here, obviously, would he allow you to like buy a stove on your own, or maybe a refrigerator?
Oh, those are big items.
Would he allow you to do that, though? If you saw a refrigerator that you really like, would he allow you to do that on your own?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you saw something you really liked and it was a great deal?
Then I would get it.
Okay. So in other
It
words,
was a
the
bargain.
kitchen's kind of your domain. I mean, if you buy things for the kitchen, your husband doesn't really have to be around, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, okay. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Have you ever tried the large Santoku knife, by the way?
I don't like the large one.
You don't?
I prefer the smaller one. Of course, you can do this much faster than I can.
Would you mind if I use that large one too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I like the large Santoku knife.
Demonstrate.
I really do, because I get a little bit more leverage with it. And of course, when I get to the end, I don't even hold it. And that's how you keep from getting yourself cut too, is you just don't even hold it at all. And if you're holding it way back here, you never have your fingers up by the blade and you don't get cut. And you know what's funny too? I have a lot of customers when I'm at the booth and they always put their finger on this knife when they first get it. And I always kind of point it out to them to kind of help them out. I explain to them, like, if I could just help you out here, you actually don't have to grip our knife like that, because actually what happens, and the reason you're doing this is because your knife at home probably isn't really sharp and you have to have the extra pressure to do it. But in reality, you're putting a tremendous amount of stress on your knuckle. So what cut goes down is you find this handle that's going to fit right into your hand, and all you do is grip it like this, and you're going to find it's going to be a lot easier to cut with, and the grip is going to be a lot more safe, and you're not putting any excess stress on your finger by doing it that way. And you're going to be just a little bit happier by having it that way. Just got one more to go here, Jill. And by the way, there's another knife. I want to show you this too. Have you ever tried this vegetable knife?
Oh, I haven't.
This is really nice. Try this once. This is a really nice knife to try too, because you got lots of leverage with
You
that.
can do a lot of carrots with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do multiples. Now, how's that feel?
It's pretty good. It always scared me a little bit. It's so big.
But not now, right?
No.
Now that you know how to use it. It's very sharp. It really does a great job. Vegetable knife is actually one of my favorites when it comes to cutting hard vegetables, especially like carrots too.
Okay.
So great. Well, we got our carrots done.
All right.
And what we're going to do here, just to let you know what we're going to do is, we're going to kind of get these rinsed just a little bit. Normally what happens with our cookware, you don't have to cook with water. But what you do want to do is rinse your vegetables so that water on the surface and the water that's inside the vegetables is actually going to help the cooking process. And like I said, the nice thing about having our cookware is when you do have the water, that's all I'm going to do is just rinse them like that. And I could even drain that off if I have to. Drain that water off. I just want to rinse them.
Just so
to
they're wet.
just to get them clean
Okay.
too, you know. And so now we're all done with the carrots. And then what we're going to do, here's our chicken breast over here, Jill. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to have an apple. We're going to have to cut an apple. And, oh, that's